Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare the ceremony open. Please be seated. As Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for students of the School of Social Sciences. Today's event is being live streamed to friends and families throughout the world, so welcome to those as well. Our graduation ceremonies this year are very special. They are the first ever to be held in this, our very own University Hall. The hall was built in 1854 and was severely damaged by bombs in 1941. Extensive repairs were necessary, and in 1972, it was granted listed status. 2 years ago, it was taken over by the university, and since then, a program of restoration has been carried out by our estates team to give this gracious old building a new purpose. I hope that you will treasure the memories of today as much as we do. This fine venue is now forever part of your stories, just as much as it's part of the collective history of Nottingham Trent University. Graduation is a memorable event in anybody's life. It marks the end of a journey of academic endeavour. It is the end of one stage of life and the beginning of the next. These ceremonies are a highlight of the academic year for us. They're a time when we celebrate the achievements of our students. And I'd like to offer you my personal congratulations on your academic achievements. In particular, I would like to mention our doctoral students graduating today, Claire, Louise, and Rosie, soon to be known as Dr. Davis, Dr. Griffiths, and Dr. Kitson-Boyce. Building on undergraduate and master's level study, a doctorate entails another 3 or 4 years of full-time study or 8 years part-time. A doctorate is the highest hallmark of academic achievement available for academic study, which is why the 3 of you will join our academic community here on my left when your awards are bestowed very shortly. In choosing to undertake your doctorate with us, the 3 of you have made a marked difference to our research culture here at the university, and we thank you for that. However, no one makes an academic journey on their own, whether that be undergraduate, master's, or doctoral. I ask you, therefore, to pause for a moment, to think about those who've helped you along the way, families, friends, tutors, and thesis supervisors. Graduands, will you please join me in a round of applause for all of those who've helped you, whether sitting down here below you or watching live stream around the world. Graduation ceremonies are also an opportunity to celebrate the successes of the university over the last year. And 2018 is a significant year for Nottingham Trent University, a year of remarkable achievements during the 12 months in which we celebrate our 175th anniversary. Our recent successes are grounded in 175 years of tradition, starting with the Nottingham Government School of Design, our founding college. Opened in 1843, the focus then to support the development of skills and innovations to drive economic prosperity continues to characterize NTU today. The accolades that we have received this year recognize our excellence in learning and teaching, linked to our ambition to transform the lives of the 30,000 students who study with us. Firstly, Nottingham Trent University is the Times Higher Education University of the Year, the most prestigious award in UK higher education. We'll wait till the end. It's a long list, so we'll wait till the end. We're also proud to be the Times and Sunday Times University Guide Modern University of the Year. The active way we engage with employers and thus enhance the employability of our students are key to determining these awards. Furthermore, NTU was awarded Gold Standard in the National Teaching Excellence Framework sponsored by the government. The citation reads, and I quote, "Based on the evidence available, the panel judged that Nottingham Trent University delivers consistently outstanding teaching, learning, and outcomes for its students. It is of the highest quality found in the UK. Now, I know that many of you, and indeed many of our prospective students, look at the league tables published in national newspapers. I've already mentioned our achievements recorded in the Times and the Sunday Times. But in the latest ranking, that of the Guardian League tables, which probably gives the best representation of current UK university standings, places us in the top 20. We are ranked 16th out of more than 120 universities. Of course, the achievements of the university overall are built upon the exceptional education provided to our students in each of our academic schools. So I'd like to share briefly with you a few highlights from within the School of Social Sciences from which all these students are graduating today. So the school has secured a number of grants this year for innovative research projects across a wide range of discipline areas. Within psychology, projects range from virtual reality to measuring sleep patterns and brain activity using EEG apparatus. Social psychological studies on the role of food banks in Nottingham, and techniques to improve the evidence of witnesses in criminal cases. Joint ventures with external partners include work with Emmanuel House and the Services for Empowerment and Advocacy in Nottingham to deliver and evaluate a social intervention programme supporting reintegration for homeless adults. Collaboration with Nottingham Forest Community Trust is exploring young people's engagement in sport. Internationally, the school is part of a European consortium of universities to develop online training for teachers in China. A large grant from a Norwegian gambling company will investigate a tool to aid responsible gambling. Research within politics and international relations has a particular focus on terrorism, counter-terrorism, and counter-radicalisation, as well as prospective scenarios, including the renewal of UK institutions and young people's engagement in future political life. The Department of Politics and International Relations was the lead organiser for an important international conference recently entitled Crisis in the Liberal World Order, What Future for the West? Attended by academics, policy practitioners, and students from across the UK and the EU. Events such as this strengthen crucial relationships between the department and key European policymakers. Guests, students, and colleagues, for everything we have achieved together this year, please now join me once again for a big collective round of applause. I now invite the Dean of Social Sciences, Cathy Moore, to read the names of today's graduates, and the Deputy Vice-Chancellor will admit you to your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduands. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Doctor of Philosophy degree. Claire Davis, whose research is on police leadership and exploratory study of the perceptions of police officers. Louise Griffiths, whose research is on prison listeners and self-harm, the development of a multidisciplinary gendered approach for women in custody. Rosie Kitson-Boyce, whose research is on a prison-based model of circles of support and accountability, exploring core member and volunteer experience. Master of Science degree in Psychological Wellbeing and Mental Health, Alex Moore. Postgraduate Certificate in Psychological Wellbeing and Mental Health, Zoe Sostak. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in International Relations, Sarah Al-Jamaya. Ya Anyan Ful. Fianfuno Luwa Bankoli. Karina Baykulova. Annika Bilson. Dania Boyanik. Amber Bush. Benjamin Cientani. In addition to his degree, this student also receives the prize for Best International Relations Student Performance, Robert Clark. Edward Clement. Aaron Dance. James Fox. Toby Fraser Moore. In addition to his degree, this student also receives the prize for Best International Relations Dissertation, Christopher Galvin. Bugar Guliev. Zara Holden. Leo Hook. Sarah Ibui. Kelly Jacobs. Hannah Yanjua. Zachariah Kahari. Ajira Khatun. Joseph Lana. Koyala Maku Akua. Ibrahim Munu. Catherine O'Donnell. Zulekha Patel. Selma Salzvich. Mikhail Sheikh. Luke Smith. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in politics, Clementine Kira Felix. In addition to her degree, the student also receives the prize for Best Politics Student Performance, Carolyn Wick. Adam Ainscough. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of students from the School of Social Sciences. I am now pleased to be able to present an award to a member of staff who has excelled this year. Before conferring the remaining degrees in this ceremony, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Daria Kuss to come forward to receive the Vice-Chancellor's Outstanding Researcher Award in the Early Career Researcher category. This award goes to an individual whose work is already making a significant contribution to her field. Dr. Daria Kuss is a British Psychological Society registered chartered psychologist and Science Council registered chartered scientist with expertise in cyberpsychology. She joined NTU in 2014, is course leader, supervisor, tutor and module leader for the MSc Cyberpsychology. As an early career researcher, 4 years post-PhD, Daria has made a substantial international contribution to the field of internet and technology use. She is a dedicated and productive researcher who actively disseminates research to the general public, academics, practitioners, and via print and broadcast media both nationally and internationally. Her publications include over 50 peer-reviewed articles, numerous book chapters, 3 authored books, and more than 50 conference presentations, including keynote and invited talks. In the last 5 years, she has been the second most cited academic at Nottingham Trent University and has the third most citations per paper at this university. 11 of her papers have been cited over 100 times. She is rated in the top 3% of researchers worldwide on the website academia.edu. In 2015, she won the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health Best Paper Award and is currently in the top 10 of publishing academics across Nottingham Trent University. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present Dr. Daria Kuss to receive the Vice-Chancellor's Outstanding Researcher Award for an Early Career Research. I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduands. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the following have also qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in politics, Jumar Al-Mura. Caitlin Boylan. Shanna Lee Curry. Scott Davidson. Joshua Gregg. Benjamin Gilliford. In addition to his degree, the student also receives the prize for Best Politics Dissertation, Sean Hewitt. George Hitchen. Adam Hoyle. Ashley Irvin. Alexander Moss. Damien Smith. Harriet Smith. Luke Wakelin. Daniel Warren. Cameron Wotton. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Politics and International Relations, Youssef Arif. Sam Barrow. Alexander Cottingham. Christopher Dobson. Zachary Feld. Sabrina Giordano. Courtney Hill. Sasha Hornsby. Paul Jones. Adra Kilani. Joseph Langmead. Michael Longdon. Natasha MacDonald. Ryan Mayers. In addition to her degree, the student also receives the prize for Best Politics and International Relations Student Performance, Charlotte Morris Davis. Rebecca Payton. Rebecca Simons. In addition to her degree, this student also receives the Rosk Haig Memorial Prize for contribution to the student community, Eleanor Sullivan. Florence Turner. Ben Witcher. The next award is presented posthumously to Joseph Farley, who sadly passed away last year. Joe was an inspiration to both staff and his fellow students here at Nottingham Trent University. His courage and determination to carry on with his studies and to live life just like any other student was an example to us all. He succeeded in fulfilling his dream to go to university while undergoing treatment for his illness. His fortitude, dedication, and passion for his studies was exceptional. It was an honour for his staff to teach him and to have him as a member of the student community in politics and international relations. Joe's parents, Lucy and Paul, are here today to honour their son, and his father, Paul, is invited to the stage in recognition of his son's achievements. Deputy Vice-Chancellor. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Social Sciences and concludes the presentation of awards to students at this ceremony. In absentia, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those students who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these students are worthy of their degrees and I stand as proxy. Zara Holden, who earlier received a Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in International Relations, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honour and a pleasure to be giving the vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow students here today. I want to begin by thanking the Deputy Vice-Chancellor and the Dean of Social Sciences for attending our ceremonious celebrations. As I look around me today, I see the results of evolution, not just in the Darwinian sense of creating intellectuals, but also a radical social evolution that occurs when you put a diverse range of politically charged individuals in a group for 3 years. Despite the odds, the opposing views, and the heated near-death experiences that we called seminar discussion, the result is a community. Our relatively small community reflects that of Nottingham Trent as a whole, with people from all across the world in attendance, bonded together by ocean devotion and the sticky floor of Rock City that allowed no escape. In particular, I want to thank the Politics and International Relations Society for hosting the debates, parties, and the classic trips to Spanky Van Dyke's that allowed us to get to know each other outside of academia, creating a course unique in its long-lasting friendships. It is due to the support of our friends and our families that are here today that we survived the late-night trips to the libraries, the stress of living in student halls, and the inevitable hangovers, only curable for a spoon's English breakfast. Our small community was particularly strong and supportive thanks to our amazing lecturers. When I first joined this university, I will humbly admit I didn't even know what the Cold War was. Needless to say, I've learned a lot since then. I believe we're enabled to learn so much in the space of 3 years because of the dedication of our lecturers at Nottingham Trent, who consistently went above and beyond what was expected of them. If we had questions that they couldn't answer, we'd receive an email the next morning. If nobody had done the reading, they would adapt the seminar programme, so we were continuing learning. And if everybody was falling asleep at 9 a.m., they'd completely change the structure of the programme so that we could keep engaged. These qualities were shared by Ross Haig, who I'd like to thank for the legacy she passed on through her remarkable teaching and compassion that will stay in our hearts in the years to come. It is the passionate enthusiasm and motivation of all of the staff that has allowed us to be here today, as intelligent, optimistic individuals with a passion for learning, a degree in hand, and I am sure bright futures ahead. So thank you for helping to build our small, slightly bizarre, but strong and amazing community.
Well, I hope you agree it's been quite a ceremony in this very special hall today. We have been honoured to have the Farley family here, and I thank them both for coming with all my heart. And I'm very glad that Jo was able to be part of NTU's community, because I think, and I hope you got the feel of it today, how connected we are to our students, particularly this very strong School of Social Sciences. And as you go out, you will still remain very connected to us. But thank you also, Zara, for a heartfelt and at times intriguing speech. I was at a meeting at the House of Commons this morning, got the early train down from Nottingham, and got there for a very interesting meeting about social mobility with the previous minister. Now, what I thought as I wandered through the corridors is they are really just giving up for the summer. It was a bit like a ghost town. And I think they could actually do with a few politically charged individuals down there right now, so maybe it's your moment. So, graduates, and doesn't that sound good? Graduates of 2018. Let me add my congratulations to those of the Pro Vice-Chancellor at the start of the ceremony, and wish you all every success for the future. My colleagues and I came into university life for moments like these, when we celebrate the success of another group of our fine graduates, people who are about to go out and make this world a better place. And at the start of this ceremony, you heard about some of the accolades that have been received by NTU in the last 12 months. My promise to you is that we will continue to work hard to make sure that you will always be as proud of us as we are of you today. And we hope that as you take your next steps in your careers, you will become our greatest ambassadors. And do remember, as I've said, that although you're graduating today, you remain a member of NTU's global family. In fact, you're now part of a worldwide community of over 200,000 Nottingham Trent University alumni. And indeed, you can continue to enjoy a wealth of support, including expert advice on your next steps and your future plans from our very good employability team. Find out more by visiting the NTU alumni website. And in time, maybe consider how you too could help future generations of students, as some alumni will have helped you, perhaps with lectures, with placements, with careers advice, or funding scholarships, or funding research facilities. But that is for the future. I think today you should enjoy your well-earned success with your tutors, with your family, with your friends. And I invite you all to join us for celebratory refreshments across in the Newton building. So guests, please remain seated for the processional music and as the academic party and the graduates leave the hall. I declare this graduation ceremony closed.